What's going on with it, man? You already know what it is and who it is, man. You know it's the masterpiece, mouthpiece, Sinful to P. Speaking so fluently and eloquently in the spectacular vernacular called realism. One more again. And before I begin, allow me to get some information just in case if you decide to have a conversation with me later on. You can just simply go to Instagram, put in SIN 2_FUL. Jump right in the DM and let me know that you come from my YouTube family. Also go to Facebook. I'm gonna bless you with the government and the pavement. Government name PHILLIPGILMORE. Go to that page, jump right in the inbox and let me know that you come from my YouTube family. Pavement page SINFULGILMORE. And also get into the inbox on that. Let me know that you come from my YouTube family. If you don't, you'll just be in the hallway waiting. My Snapchat is only for the ladies, not the fellas that desire to be ladies, not for the ladies that look like the fellas. It's only for those who are born female, who have evolved into beautiful, attractive, infinite-minded women. And if you fit that description, come to Snapchat, put in SINFULTHEP and get at me. You know what I mean? Blessings to all the ladies. At my website, www.sinfulthep.net. If you want to set up a consultation or make a donation, you can just go to my website, man. Blessings to everybody, you know? But getting right into this ain't gonna be long. You know, one of the fellas had asked me to do a video. We had a consultation. He said, man, you know, there's so many that don't know, you know, man, I just love this game that you gave me. Now, to some, you know, we've been doing this since Jesus was crucified, and that's why bras continue to glorify us, simply because, you know, we treat our dick like a holiday, and that's why we live life every day like our birthday. You don't have to be a pimp, you know what I mean, to sit up there and get a reward. You just got to be on one accord, you know what I mean, with some good uncommon information, you know. So whether you're following the rules and regulations of the lifestyle or not, this information is so impeccable that it's applicable to anything that you're endeavoring to do. So, you know, the best way to obtain and maintain the mind of a woman is to say something and do something that the woman has never heard or seen before in her life. And I guarantee you that if you could say something or do something that this woman has never seen in her life, you will be able to obtain and maintain a residence in the location of her mind for a word called forever. You know what I mean? You're going to sit up there and reside and abide in her mind for eternity if you can get into a continuity of producing actions, knowledge, you know, that this woman has never heard or seen before. That is the best way to obtain and maintain the mind of a woman. And, you know, you might say, Sam, well, give me an example. You know, what do I mean? One of the greatest things that's hard for a man to produce, you know what I mean, something uncommon, you know, in this particular category, is pertaining to sex. You know what I mean? The behavior of a man is common within this area. Why? Because he's waiting for the woman to bless him with some pussy. He's sitting up there praying to God and going on a 40-day fast for this big-head broad to give him some ass. You know what I mean? Instead of, you know, abstaining and refraining from that wet thing to be able to obtain and maintain a residence in that mind thing, you know, which, you know, once you get a residence up in here, everything and anything you can have and continue to have long as you reside and abiding in here. And when you think about the behavior of most niggas, anytime a broad sit up there and be willing to bless them, you know what I mean, with some pussy, they gonna be ready to speak in tongues and think they make her. You know what I mean? But somebody that's fly, you know what I mean, people that, you know, got that charismatic and magnetic personality and can get into a continuity of producing behavior in certain circumstances that most men can't produce in, man, pussy is about as easy as breathing the air of God. You know what I'm saying? So reality is, if you, first of all, like I taught you, you know, you're your best campaign, not the car. It's nice to have a nice car. It's nice to have a nice house. It's nice to have a nice chain and ring and some money. But your best campaign is going to help you to obtain and maintain is you. You are your best campaign. So that means that we can't put no drugs in our body. That means that we can't eat certain things that hinder us from manifesting our greatness. You know what I mean? The having the best physicality. You know what I mean? Certain things, certain foods, you know what I mean, is contrary to having the best mentality. So as a man thinketh, you know what I mean, so is he. So, you know, we need to work on our bodies. We need to work on our minds. You know what I mean? So our energy can be right. And so when we make ourselves and carry ourselves like a trophy, you know, and when that woman, you know, is ready to have sex and we're able to do something that most guys can't do in that situation, which is deny her for the fornication that she's offering, then you have already obtained and maintained a residence in that woman's mind because you produced a behavior that this woman has never seen. You need to stop accepting the cards that are dealt to you and you utilize the game to change the hand. You need to change the hand. Don't accept the cards that's dealt to you. Change the hand. You know what I mean? And you do that by not being regular and familiar like every other man, but doing something different, saying something different. You know, and you can only do that if you read. You can only do that with thinking. And that's why them drugs and things like that ain't gonna do nothing but minimize the power, you know what I mean, that is within you. So I had to take out time, man, to give you this uncommon information and inspiration and also exhortation to those who already got the information but ain't utilizing it. You know, you want a woman to value you. But before a woman can value you, you gotta value yourself. And one thing about when a man is working out and when he reading like he's supposed to each and every day, it's a certain spirit that come over that man. He knows that he's attractive and he knows that every woman is attentive to him. You know what I mean? And he carries himself like that. So when she desires you to come make a residence in her womb, instead of you surrendering and complying to what she's conveying to you, you know, I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? Because you already know, you know what I mean, that I'm attracted to you. And who wouldn't want to be, you know, with you on that level? But I've been enjoying this mental safari that we've been having for a little time now that, you know, you've been giving me mental climaxes that, you know, I haven't been able to get from another woman. And going there physically with you before the appointed time can mess things up. And I don't want to do that, especially with you. So, you know, let's just keep enjoying each other's minds and, you know, let's keep giving each other, you know what I mean, these mental climaxes, you know what I mean, for right now. And when the time is right, you know what I mean, we can bless each other and give each other the best emotional, spiritual, you know what I mean, mental and physical safari that we've ever had. You know what I mean? We probably 9 out of 10 end up coming at the same damn time. And you know what I mean, that's better than anything, you know? So, no, you know, I appreciate the offer and I would love to go there. But due to the fact that I value you and I value what we can potentially have, I don't want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, but no, you know, good looking though. And if you carry yourself like that, that woman will look like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Because you was able to bring your lust into subjection. You was able to deny yourself. You know what I mean? You said, instead of me having my pleasures for a moment, let me start a movement in the mind of this woman. You know what I mean? You a bad motherfucker. You a badass. You that nigga, man. You know what I mean? And that's exactly why we got to abstain from anything that can hinder us from being great. We got to, you know, abstain from listening to ignorance, watching ignorance. We have to observe things that's going to add on to our intelligence. And we got to give diligence into making ourselves more elegant, more brilliant, more infinite. You know, and when the woman has a conversation with us, she can see that our mind is the museum of game. You know what I mean? And she just want to keep talking to us, especially a sapiosexual woman. She just like, oh my God, I can't wait to talk to him. You know what I mean? And once you know that your conversation is the shit, and for those that have been blessed in that area, you know that your fornication is the shit. Hey man, you can't sit up there and make that common, because no matter how great your sex is, whenever you make it common, it won't be appreciated. No matter how great your dick is, no matter how great your tongue is, or whatever you're doing in the bedroom, whenever you make that which is great common, they don't feel obligated to make you feel appreciated. Those that basically live and make a sacrifice, those are the ones that get their desires out of the women, because these women can't seduce and reduce them like a regular ass, Tom, Dick, and Harry and Trick, Mo, and Joe out there in the streets. She can't play with you like that. She knows she's dealing with a man. Another thing, that'll help you before I go. I ain't gonna make this video too long, but what I will say is another thing that's gonna help you, be able to create a residence and maintain that residence in that woman's mind is by simply being a man. Just be a man. And I know you like, man, that was simple. Yeah, I know you was looking for something way out in another galaxy, but I'm speaking to you in the language of simplicity. And even though it sounds simple, it's so difficult for those who don't have a point of reference to what a man is. But let me tell you this. When you are conducting yourself like a man, that means that in order for me to be a man, I got to be the truth. Because if I was to define a man with one word, that's what I define it as. Truth. When you're a man, you're the truth. So that means that you're not going to compromise. You're not going to minimize yourself as a man, your manhood, for anything or for anyone. So when that woman has seen you in all positions, whether it was a good one or whether it was a bad one, whatever the circumstance may be, and for you to maintain your character, maintain your principles, your standards, she might have seen you when she met you, you was riding high. And as she kept seeing you, you had maybe you got laid off at the job, or maybe they changed your hours from being a full-timer to a part-timer. Or maybe, it's a situation as far as death or some type of turmoil in your life, that you're not, feeling currently right now. But even through that, and to maintain the same character, the same principle through it all, that woman is going to appreciate you, because one thing that she can appreciate is the fact that you always remain the same. And what is that? The truth. Because a war can start today. The war between the GDs and BDs, the war between the Crips and Bloods, the war between countries can go down right now. And guess what? 2 + 2 will still be 4. And you know why 2 + 2 will still be 4? Because it's the truth. So no matter what adversity or difficulty that's going on, the truth remains the same. So what I'm saying is, no matter what the circumstance may be, the truth remains the same. What are you saying, Sin? That means that I'm never going to change because I'm a man. When she met me, I was strong. When I got into a bad circumstance, I was stronger. I wasn't weaker. She was still able to lay her head on my shoulder. She was able to come to me for encouragement. She was able to come to me for enlightenment. She can still get her development out of me, even in a worse circumstance, because I'm a man. And if you can produce that type of behavior in any circumstance, that woman will value you and appreciate you, because whatever you exemplify to the woman, she'll glorify to the world. And if you exemplify excellence, if you exemplify greatness, if you exemplify manhood, if you're not willing to compromise your manhood under any conditions and circumstance, and you walk before that woman as a great man, she has no choice but to respect you and to honor you. Because many men I've been able to play with, I've been able to manipulate and accumulate off of. I was able to get in his mind and get a gold mine from him. But when I met him, he was intelligent, always smelled good, always working out, eating at Whole Foods. His skin was beautiful. His teeth was the best definition of white. And every time I talked to him, it just seemed like those things that I was ignorant of, he gave me an outstanding understanding. I had no misunderstanding about it any longer. I gotta have this man. I got to keep this man. Anything that he desired for me to do, I'm willing to do. Because he got my mind. And if you can continue, I know everything that I said in here was pretty much simple, but Easier said than done. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I mean? Make sure you get in the comment section. You know what I mean? Tell me about, how you felt. But if you ain't learned anything from my video, remember that the procrastination only builds up the anticipation for the fornication. You know what I mean? When the longer you make a woman wait, the longer she gonna anticipate, to fornicate with you, to be with you, for you to be inside of her. This is a man. I thought I was with those men before, but after meeting him, I found out that I was only in situationships, that I thought there was relationships with males that only profess to be men. Now I'm with somebody that does what's vital to the title of a man, so I can appreciate him. I'm compelled to be a woman simply because now I finally been blessed with a UFO, with an endangered species called a man. Don't you want that? And like I said, man, the procrastination only builds the anticipation for the fornication. So, once you make a woman do something that most guys can't do, you made that woman wait. You made her earn it. And anytime a woman has to earn to be around you, or earn, for you to be inside of her, she appreciates you, because she couldn't just have you the way that she could just have any and every man, especially when a woman is attractive. So when you got you a fine, attractive, beautiful ass woman, whether she's petite, or whether, she's just physically in shape, or whether she's thick as hell, whatever her shape may be, and you deny her when every damn near it seems like every other man is saying yes, and you made her wait. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you this, man, your dick can be the size, of the world. You can have a Stanley Cup dick. You can have a Super Bowl size dick. Or you might have 5 inches or 6 inches or 4.5. By the grace of God, you striving to be 5. I don't know what you got, and I don't want to know what you got. But one thing I know, that if you reside and abide in the mind of that particular woman, and you make her wait instead of her make you wait, and she's anticipating, you gonna have her so wet and damn near ready to sit up there and come before you even take your dick out and put it in. Before you even go in there, you already in here. And by you giving her the best mental fuckings that she's ever experienced within her existence, she's been waiting on you to finally bless her, and the time has come. You know what I'm saying? And she just so wet. She just so wet. You just, damn girl, you didn't, oh my, it's just so beautiful. And it just feels so better when you make them wait instead of her making you wait. Because as a man, you should be in position of power, not the woman. That's backwards. A woman ain't got no business deciding when and where you guys have sex. You are the man. Your opinion is supposed to have dominion in anything and everything that you guys do. You know what I mean? So you don't need to be begging her for sex, sweating her for sex. As a matter of fact, within conversations, when she try to talk about fornication, sometimes you need to change the conversation on her. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of times women try to have a conversation about fornication to see where your location of weakness is, to see if she can play on you. And if she can play on you and preside over your lust, she can manipulate you out of every dollar that's saying, God we trust. But if you are governed by this game that I've given you within this video, you're going to obtain and maintain the mind of that woman, because you are UFO. You're a man. In the day we living in now, they calling a man everything but a man. A man, they calling a man a pimp because he's displaying masculinity. They calling a man, a hater, a hater of women, or he's controlling. They calling a man everything but a man. So, I had to take out the time, man, to appreciate those that already have this information and give you appreciation for exemplifying it, because there's very few. And those who are ignorant and unlearned, which you ain't gonna make known within the comment section, because this social media, everybody make it known as if they already familiar with the information and they never get a revelation. But it is what it is. But make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video. make sure you send this to your little brother, send it to your cousin, send it to all your Crip and Blood friends, your GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, the Stones, the Neutrons, Christians, Baptists. Send it everywhere. Evangelize the game. I love you guys. I hope you live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. Be blessed.